friends? Here we are with more CALLOUS Draft League. As you know, once I cover the drafts, I tend to cover the games after the fact when they happen. I make predictions, hopefully they're right. Go back and check out the draft. There is a link in the description if you want to see how we got here. Also in the description is a link to my Discord server. That's the best way not only to follow this tournament, but to be up and at 'em with any future tournaments that I may or may not hold. We'll see. For now, let's focus on this tournament because we are getting damn close to the playoffs. It is ThisGuyMuks, the red team, and CaptainAwesomeness, the orange team. Red is probably not going to make playoffs, if I'm just being blunt. They're not mathematically eliminated, and they do have a shot, but they would need quite a few things to go right. They would need to not only really dominate this week, 9-1, 10-0, that kind of dominance, but they might also need some specific results from other teams. We'll see, but let's just do one match at a time. A great starting point would be winning this match. ThisGuyMuks hasn't done a lot of that in this tournament. He's coming in with a 1-4 record, but you know what? If there were a time to get a W, this would be the time. So let's see if he can do it. Here we go. Muks on the bottom, CaptainAwesomeness on the top. Celebi and Fori, and the Fori does not play around the potential of an HP fire, and indeed, it doesn't come. It is a sub-pass, and we do have Allaire spikes. Don't really like the hidden power there. It was never really going to pop anything. And of course, the D-Knight has Flamethrower. Good thing Fori got out of the way of that. Follow-up Flamethrower leaves the Weezing pretty damn low already. It lefties up to 30, but it's not going to live a Flamethrower. And that was a good switcheroony for ThisGuyMuks, switching from Flamethrower to T-Bolt, connecting with the Vaporeon. That Ice Beam hurt, though. Vaporeon, a very high base special attack stat. And Celebi is no more, in exchange simply for Leech Seeding the Vaporeon. Here comes its brethren, Espeon here, a fellow evolution. And that's going to be met with Lax. Here is another substitute user, possibly substitute Baton Pass. Well, not possibly anymore. There it is. Regirock might be able to withstand an attack here. And indeed, Shadow Ball does not pop the sub. Rock Slide fishing for a flinch, doesn't get it. Earthquake is obviously going to pop the sub. But he's going to go for Rock Slide again, understandably. That's going to be resisted by Hariyama. Here comes Gyarados, which resists fighting and is going to go for the Intimidate. Doesn't matter in this case when we get knockoff, but it is going to force the Yama out. Hidden power there aimed at Yama is instead going to connect with Fortress, and that will prompt the Regirock back in. Zap Cannon, 50-50, swing and a miss on the coin flip. Yama back in, and Superpower going for the Haymaker. Neutral damage against Yama, still going to do 45, not bad, but Gyarados comes in again. And that is immediately killed by a lucky critical hit for CaptainAwesomeness. That does not help for Mux, who is already behind. Espeon comes in, scares away Yama. Psychic there, 27%. Vaporeon poised to live another. Going to go for sub, though. And Vaporeon is going to wish. Fair enough. Calm Mind, hoping to not get his sub popped. But Ice Beam breaks it anyway with a non-crit. Man, Vaporeon, man. Hard hitter. Lax comes in. That is a twice boosted Espeon. We know that it has Baton Pass, remember? But he's going to stay in and keep it for himself and go for Psychic. He barely clings on with a 72% Shadow Ball. And the follow-up Psychic will be enough. However, Aerodactyl here, bad news for Espeon. And Double Edge takes it out, so the lead grows for CaptainAwesomeness. Now going to be up, okay, was going to say 5-3. Make that 4-3. As the Weezing drops, there's also still an unrevealed for Mux. He's going to miss Rock Slide. Not that it would have done a ton, but it would have given him a flinch chance. That Cross Chop, however, 50%, nothing to sneeze at. The next one misses at least. Going to go for it again, trying to get a miss or a flinch. And he does get the flinch this time. Can he do it again? Rock Slide connects. It's actually just knockoff, though. He doesn't even go for Cross Chop. Fair enough. And it's all for naught. It's all just a trade via Explosion. Last poke previously unrevealed Quagsire enters the fray. That gets out of the way in case there's a boom. And there is. Dragonite tanks it barely. And he's staring down Vaporeon now and Aerodactyl, both of which are weak to Thunderbolt, but they're not strong enough to one-hit KO. And that's going to leave Quagsire against both Aerodactyl and Vaporeon. It does have Water Absorb, but it doesn't have Ice Beam Absorb. And unfortunately, that Ice Beam is going to immediately freeze the Quagsire. Doesn't thaw. Final turn to do it. We need to do it now and click rest. And even then, unless he's rest talk, he's going to be dead. But he does not thaw. And a couple Ice Beams later, and the Quagsire is down. It is a victory for the orange team, Captain Awesomeness, over ThisGuyMuks, who has got to be disappointed with his tournament, but these things happen to the best of us. He'll be back and stronger than ever, I'm sure, next time around. Alrighty, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that like button if you did, but there's lots more to come, so I will see you guys in the next video.